Now, most everybody here is probably taking a highway to get where they need to go. As somebody who lives in Disney, Oklahoma, it's pretty essential that I take a highway to get anywhere I'd like to go, especially the nearest Target. Now, that being said, that also means I've had my fair share of getting through construction zones. And going through the same construction zones for months on end is pretty annoying. But it also makes you wonder what else is being affected. Evidently, it's going to be our breathing. I would like to propose a very serious problem that also has a very simple solution. And it's going to involve halting all highway expansion for the benefit of the Tulsa citizens, especially their health. Air quality in Tulsa has gradually gone down as our population's gone up. And I would also like to bring up that expansion doesn't actually make travel more convenient or faster in any way. In a study conducted by New York Times over the California transportation, which I will bring up in a moment, pretty much sums up what expansion, how useless it is. After hearing a highway is less busy, commuters might switch from transit to driving or change the route they take from work. Some choose to move away, which isn't very beneficial towards Tulsa in any way or shape or form. And I would like to propose back up California's transportation. And I would also like to propose we adopt their new system. And this is the CAPTI, California Climate Action Plan for Transportation Infrastructure. Now, Secretary David Kim, who works with California's transportation, pretty much sums up a great degree what CAPTI is, and I would like to share how great it is. CAPTI is not about taking things away from people. It does not say do not drive, it does not take away your car. It's about giving people more options, which is fantastic. We could always use more options. Now, it also sums up that it's not about using transportation funds towards adding, it's more using it for repair. And in fact, it's already been proven a positive effect on California itself. And this research was conducted by Minota Transportation Institute, which says carbonizing transportation is an ambitious yet achievable goal that requires a strong emphasis on alternative transportation modes to make transit and active transportation more accessible and appealing than driving. So we're not getting rid of the cars or anything like that. We're actually getting more options, which is great. Now, I would like to bring up a household name, NASA, which was going to bring up why it's the higher population build is also adding more to our air pollution. Now, Barry Leffer, who works for NASA in their tropospheric composition program, quotes saying, air pollution has dramatically improved across the U.S. in the past few decades due to environmental regulations, but some communities are still hotspots of poor air quality. I would like to avoid for Tulsa itself to be not one of these hotspots, and this is a great start. Now, unfortunately, NASA also whipped out a tool which already registered that nitrogen oxide plus sunlight plus toxic organic chemistry in our air, especially during rush hour, has been making plumes that's been contributing to over 100,000 premature deaths and diseases, especially anybody with respiratory problems. So, more cars on the road isn't really helping anybody do anything. And unfortunately, Tulsa's also already made an announcement. An Oklahoma Transportation Commission is quoted having approved 8.8 billion in projects that are going to go between 2024 and 2023. Now, this doesn't really help with congestion or anything. It's just horrible. This is a problem that could be nipped in the bud, and I would like to follow California's example before air gets worse and all 17,000 projects become reality. And I would like to assess our goals to be more of a real impact instead of just adding into a problem that can be go ahead and just make that disappear. We can halt highway construction and work more towards bettering the health of the city before it becomes more like the major cities like in California. Los Angeles has some of the worst air pollution conditions in America. And I think we should follow their example beforehand. We don't need to get it that bad. Thank you, and please consider.